Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
I'm going to share with you something pretty, kind of interesting. I got this Muslim guy who I've known for a couple of years. He is religious. He's a good guy. Okay, he believes in Islam. He prays. He's a believer. Okay, he and I have been friends for a long time, and he's one of those mature people who, even if I criticize or someone makes fun of the Prophet or the Quran, he doesn't get angry. He just like, this is your opinion, fine. He's one of those kinds who is, he's mature. So he sent me a very interesting message. He normally doesn't talk much. He's successful, mind you, he's very successful. So when he does send me a message, it's, okay, yeah, send me. I wonder what does he want. So he watched my videos about Islam and, my opinion. And he said, Loy, do you know why Muslims love the Prophet so much? So I was like, go ahead, tell me. And this is his words. He said, Loy, I want you to think, right from the day you're born, you're with your mother. Okay, right from the day you're born, you're with your mother. You're drinking her milk, she's hugging you, she's cuddling you, she's protecting you, she's taking care of you, she's being with you, she's sleeping with you. She does everything for you, cleaning your poop, dressing you up, educating you. Your whole life is with her. And you're taught to respect and love your mother. You're taught to protect your mother's reputation, respect, integrity, everything. Fine. He's saying as you grow up, your mother is with you, and that relationship remains. Saying tomorrow if someone attacked your mother, verbally or physically, what would you do? So I said, obviously, retaliate. Saying this is exactly why people get so angry when anyone talks or even draws a cartoon about Prophet Muhammad. But then I told him, see, listen, but this Prophet Muhammad is a figure, an identity, a person who I never met. Nobody drank Prophet Muhammad's milk or was hugged by Prophet Muhammad, or technically, I'm not saying out of disrespect, saying like, nobody stayed with Prophet Muhammad, nobody experienced, he was nobody's father. He's saying, agreed. The thing is, they are born, right from the day they are born, they are taught that Prophet Muhammad is your prophet. Prophet Muhammad is the most important person in your life. Prophet Muhammad it is drilled in their head. He's saying they go to the mosque and they keep reciting and memorizing the Quran, every word. They are taught to, it's literally drilled in their head that they have to even die for Prophet Muhammad. He's saying, so that kind of veracity, that kind of dedication, that kind of fire, that kind of spirit is put where Prophet Muhammad is concerned. So when you're taught all this from childhood, you're just taught that you have to love and you have to die, and Prophet Muhammad is your father and your mother and your family. Your whole identity is based on him. The very existence of yours is defined by him. You're saying, what do you expect when someone mocks him or makes fun of him? You're saying they live in a society where everyone is taught Prophet Muhammad is perfect, Prophet Muhammad is great, Prophet Muhammad is the know-it-all and he's everything. And you have this large community that everyone believes the same thing, that agrees with you, that you share the common values. And then when you get one person who says, no, this is a fucking joke, or he's a pedophile, or you draw this cartoon, he's saying, it shocks them, it just shocks them. And that is why they react the way they do. And that is why they are prepared to go to any lengths to protect the identity, to protect the respect, to protect their feelings, because this is what defies them. In fact, people consider the respect of Prophet Muhammad or the Islam greater than money, greater than wealth, greater than success, greater than even their mother, father. That is why in some countries there is honor killing. They'll kill their sisters if little bit of their hand or finger or someone says something, oh, your daughter was enjoying with this guy or talking to this guy, they'll straight away kill them. Why? Because they've been drilled this in their head. Why do you think some men cannot shake hands with women? They are taught this is a haram, you're doing this for the glory of Prophet Muhammad, for Allah. And why people are ready to blow themselves up, die for God, because they feel they're doing something so noble, they're doing something so honorable, that it is the greatest gift. It is drilled in their head. So when you have doctrines like these drilled into your head, right from the day you are born, right from the time you are born, it was drilled into your head that you have to bow before this Almighty, that you have to die for this Almighty, that your life purpose is by them. Saying, Loy, what do you expect? So then I asked him that, yesterday I asked him, what is your stance on all this beheading and all that? He's saying, I would never do that. I would never kill anyone. I would never harm anyone. And I don't like when someone does that. This is his words. He said, I don't respect such individuals. This is not what Prophet Muhammad said. This is his words. He's saying, Prophet Muhammad never asked you to go chop off anyone's head or cut off anyone or murder someone. Then I asked him, do you approve of Prophet Muhammad marrying a 6-year-old? So he gave me a very intelligent answer. He said, Loy, see, there were certain traditions and cultures and norms that were practiced centuries ago. They are not practiced today. He's saying, had Prophet Muhammad been alive today, he wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have got married to a 6-year-old or 9-year-old, no. But those days, that time, it was an acceptable standard. Then I asked him, what about the Taliban and Afghanistan? He's saying, these are just uneducated people. And the ones, what about the educated, I asked him. Saying, they are just playing around, they are cherry picking which parts of Islam can suit them and live the way they like. He's saying, I have one wife. I don't see the need of having another. And I don't feel it is right. So I asked him, are there any imperfections in Islam? He's saying, Islam as a religion is perfect, obviously. I didn't expect him to say anything else. He's saying, but it's subject to interpretation. So then I asked him, what about milk and honey? He's saying, you cannot take parables or, figures of speech literally. He's saying, if someone says virgins, it doesn't mean there's a girl with a vagina waiting. Oh, see, you can check, my hymen is there, enjoy 72. No, he's saying, the point and purpose of saying milk and honey, when you die, you'll go to a place where there'll be flowing of honey and milk and good food and all that. He's saying, people are stupid who think that there's honey and in some place in the sky there's honey flowing and milk is flowing and 72 virgins are waiting there or opening their legs and showing, see my hymen, enjoy, have fun, 72 per guy, Saying the main message for this was that you will be happy, happiness will be given to you. But it has been interpreted in the wrong way. It was said in those days for people to understand that this is reward, because that is what kept them happy. So they interpreted in the language they would understand. So then finally I asked him, do you think Islam needs to undergo reformation? He's saying, not Islam, but Muslims do. He's saying, we do have a problem. We do have a problem. And by denying it or not focusing on it or talking about other people's problems, it's not going to go away. So there are problems and challenges in every religion, and Islam with its Muslims has a massive, mega share of it. He himself told me, he's saying, I can't seem to understand why people, when they come to the West and these foreign countries, they're expecting them to, you have to get accustomed to our religion. Saying that's a wrong concept. You're saying, I cannot go to a new country and tell them, okay, this is my religion, follow my religion. You're saying this is a sense of self-entitlement. That's very wrong. Without a doubt, I would tell you that this was by far the most interesting conversation that I had with him. And sound guy. Yes, he still loves Allah. He prays to Allah and does this 5 times a day. And he's a believer. Him and I don't agree on many things. But I found, without a doubt, what he said was the most balanced argument ever. Where he did admit what Muslims are doing is wrong. Where he did admit that, okay, fine, making fun of anyone's religion is not respectful, but challenging ideas is good. He's saying debate, discussion is fine. He doesn't approve and agree of, drawing these cartoons and religious things. He's saying you're hurting people's sentiments, but the answer to that is not murder. And even so, what is wrong is people keeping quiet and not criticizing what is wrong, but rather focusing, oh, you insulted, so we killed you. No, he's saying that's very wrong. And so it was a good thing. By the way, I also did rub it in. I told him Turkey was saying Allah will punish France. The Turkey, Erdogan. And all they said, Allah will strike you down. Turkey ended up with the earthquake. Looks like Allah attacked the wrong place. So he just kept quiet. He didn't say anything because I don't think he found it very funny. But anyway, I was being a jackass that I was. It's not that I take any pride or happiness that anyone goes through a disaster, but I'm just telling you, these people said Allah is going to strike you down, destroy you, and, for insulting him. Instead, they got bamboozled with an earthquake. So that's a God delusion for you. Anyway, I'm glad that I have friends like him. I'm glad that we can always have conversations. In fact, you'll be surprised to know I still have many Arab guys, Muslims, who are on both sides of the argument, and some were very hurt and upset that I took the stance that I took. But others were like, I totally understand. And then there are, yes, others who are non-practicing, non-believing Muslims. So, let me know your thoughts. I thought I'd share this with you. This is me signing off. You guys take care.